We're live, apparently.
Are we?
Yeah.
Will someone please tell us if we're live? And then we'll start. This is so crazy. I first up have to say how shiny we are. We're going to have to ignore that because it's 35 degrees right now. Yeah, thank you.
Live.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's 35 degrees right now and it's just gone dark. So we've closed up everything and we don't want the fans on. So we're just going to have to excuse that. But, this is crazy.
This is such a pinch me moment because I've watched live streams all my life. So doing one myself, I'm trying not to look at how many people are watching it because it's sort of freaking my brain out. But yeah, the reason why we haven't got a video going up this week is because of logistics, basically.
Yeah.
It'll all be explained in next week's video.
Yeah.
But we were stuck for 10 days, not being able to do a great deal. So we thought that this would be a great idea to do this instead. Someone messaged us and says, "Oh, why don't you do a live?" And we're like,
yeah,
obviously.
I don't know how we didn't think of that, but it makes sense because we're currently just finishing off filming the video that you'll see next Sunday. So we were really, really up to date and we just didn't have enough footage for an actual video to go up and be edited in time for Sunday. So here we are. And we thought, well, we may as well answer some questions and actually have a chat, and it's going crazy.
Yeah, everyone's saying hello. Just
hello,
Tyler, Ryan, Hughes, Jane, Philly and Keeley.
Oh, hi guys.
Ricardo, Michael. Oh, so many people that we see in the comments every week.
Who smells the most, Mitch? It is.
I do actually stink at the minute.
Right
we were meant to have a shower before this, but with complications of trying to get it all sorted, we couldn't shower. So yeah, I currently reek.
So it's good job this is not in real life because we definitely have a different sort of stench now that we're on this trip, which we've actually realised when we went to that hotel in Mauritania with Emma and James. We have a different sort of smell to us now.
But we did pick up a bar of washing, like laundry detergent earlier. The African ladies here wash with an actual like soap bar, which is really handy for us rather than carrying like massive laundry detergent. That's how exciting our life is.
My dad said hi.
Why did your dad say hi?
I told him that he didn't need to watch it because I FaceTimed him yesterday. I said that you don't actually have to watch it, you'll know all the answers, but they're here. So wow, there's so many people from so many different places, but I feel like we're just gonna chat for about an hour, answer any questions.
It might be more.
We'll see. And just kind of go through and see what everyone wants to know.
Do you miss your Hondas? Actually, while we've been on the campsite recently, there's been so many people coming through on motorbikes. And if you didn't know, well, you probably do know by now, me and Martha used to travel on motorbikes and Honda CRFs, to be precise. And we've had so many chats with them and they've been finding West Africa so difficult with the logistics and just the complications that come along.
Like that guy turned around, didn't he? He said he's been like everywhere in the world, but even he's turned around from, I think he got to the Gambia and then has turned around and said it's not for me.
So it would have been really, really tough on the bikes. I do miss them at times, but honestly, being in the Land Rover and what we've been able to do so far has made up for it tenfold.
Yeah, I mean, I was really proud of myself because I actually heard my bike coming into the camp because we had been watching the entrance to the gate of the campsite like a hawk waiting for our parcel to arrive, which is why we were caught up there. And when I heard it first and I said to Mitch, does that sound like it? And then they started to stall and I was like, yeah, that's definitely the sound that I remember.
How the car that broke down, how will it get back to the UK? So Emma and James's Land Rover, believe it or not, the two lads that towed them to Nouakchott actually towed them all the way to Morocco as well. So yeah, they had a very interesting week getting back to the UK. They got a flatbed through Morocco and they're back in the UK now. The car is currently in Spain and they're sorting out logistics for that, but they're all sorted. But also we did get news that they had a hole in their piston. So the fuel injector had been dripping on the top of the piston. It created a hot spot and bang, made a hole in the piston, game over. So they will need a new engine. So they made the right call, which is quite, obviously it's crap because they need a new engine, but it's good news that they made the right decision.
Yeah, it was, good. What did he say? Good luck, bad.
Good news, bad news.
Good news, bad news. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, it's so hot in here. It's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. I've seen this. Nick has wanted to know about the Tiger X-Bed USB socket for the Starlink. It was a UK supplier that I will make sure.
You can comment it in there.
Oh, can I?
I'll answer some comments while you sort that out.
It was BSKB Solar.
Yeah.
But I know you've asked that already, and I saw it earlier. But yeah, BSKB Solar.
That's the distributor in the UK.
BSPK, sorry. That's the distributor in the UK who actually sent it to us from there rather than from Germany because of the logistics.
You're still on baggy bread. No, we haven't had bread for a while, but we will be back on it. We've got a kilo of bread flour to get through. So we've got so many non-perishables with us at the minute, because once we leave Senegal, the supermarkets sort of disappear. So
I think we've been to our last one today.
I reckon we've got 200 kilos worth of food in this Land Rover at the minute. Every time we buy more, we don't know where it's going to go, and it finds another place. So yeah, it's getting heavier, and we're getting heavier by the sound of it.
Do you have logistical planning and paperwork sorted for your entire journey, or do you deal with it region by region? Day by day, country by country, minute by minute. We're very go with the flow. Some travellers that we've spoken to have looked at us like we've got two heads when we say that. But I mean, if we'd have planned for everything, we wouldn't have been able to have waited for that parcel that got delayed for 10 days. So it's really about finding that balance. But whilst we're in the African countries that are really close together, that we're going to get through quicker, there will be a little bit of a backlog of visas and information like that we'll have to have secure and ready.
Yeah. Every big city that we go to in each country will more than likely be to get a visa for one of the countries that is to come. So that's one of the things that we've got to look forward to, is going to these crazily busy cities to go to the embassies and make our paperwork go through the continent. High point so far, guys. High points. Just the places that we've been driving through, and like I said today, we were driving through these mangroves today, and we'd got ourselves there by accident. And being in a small vehicle and just being able to see the things that we're seeing by not taking the main roads, they've been the high point. Just seeing how people live, and yeah, my brain needs stimulation, and this trip has been stimulation overload. So for me, I'm in heaven.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get quite overwhelmed with the stimulation. Even this chat right now is like stimulating my brain in an interesting way. But I actually found when we were stuck for so long, how that didn't do the best things for my mental health, because we were kind of went from all like the 2 weeks that we were in Mauritania in that convoy was so intense, too intense at sometimes because it was so busy. But then when we completely stopped, we went to completely just stopping, then it was like, oh, actually I do need to be kept on the road and kept going. And
I've got to say thank you to these members. Marcus, thank you for joining the member, and also June. I feel terrible if I don't say thank you, so sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. And I've seen another few questions that have come through that were saying about plans for Christmas Day. We have no clue. We have no clue where we'll be.
But we did buy Santa hats today.
Yes.
And we nearly bought a Christmas tree to stick to the front of the dashboard.
But I thought that would be too overstimulating. If there's a Christmas tree just going, I thought you need rides on the road. That would just not be very good. But we have got Santa hats, and we also bought some Christmas hot chocolate. And people think we're crazy when we say this. We have also kept some Christmas tree cheese. And if you remember the start of the trip when we were in the Pyrenees, we had like these posh round cheeses, and we've kept one for Christmas Day. So we could be anywhere, but we're going to have a hot chocolate with peppermint and cheese.
Have you had any bad experience you have kept off the channel to stop people worrying? No. Honestly, especially in Senegal, this new country, everyone has been really friendly. Probably the thing that has been the most too much was the kids that we kept in on the video in Morocco.
Yeah.
And we had a big learning curve there that we need to sort of parking places where we need as little eyes on us as possible to stop them sort of things happening. So yeah, we don't hide things on the YouTube. Like if we have a really bad day, which I'm sure we will, it'll go in the video. We're not hiding stuff for no reason.
We've always said from the start that these videos that we create are just our memories, and we want to look back at our authentic selves traveling just as our parents would have done with their camcorder. That's what these videos are to us. So everything is kept as raw and as unedited as we possibly can, because that's how we like it, and that's how we want to show our kids one day and have it like that. That's always been the main goal of our channel.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've got to say the elephant in the room is that we did hit 100,000 subscribers today, which has been crazy. And I've seen people saying it in the comments who have noticed. But all I can say to that is, wow, like, thank you so much. It is crazy. This whole thing has just been so crazy so far, and I don't think it'll ever really sink in.
Yeah. So quickly again, Fat Boy,
No.
John B, and Dave, thank you so much for joining. We honestly, like, the biggest question we get all the time is, how do we fund this? Previous to this trip, we were living off savings and also the money that YouTube was sort of trickling in for us, whereas now the YouTube and the sponsors that we do, they're fully funding this whole trip. So now the YouTube is thankfully doing, this series is doing well. The things that we can do on this trip now that we couldn't afford to do before, like the safaris, the tours, the trips, honestly, the more support that we end up getting is the more things that we'll end up doing. So we'll try and transfer everything back into the videos, because at the end of the day, it's what we'll experience on the trip. So if we can get more and more experience out of this trip, then that will reflect back on the videos. So yeah, that's the biggest question. Everyone joining, thank you so much.
Oh wow, this is okay. Wow, okay. This is crazy. I mean, you can keep with saying the thanks, Mitch. That's your job now. People have been asking about scorpions as well. We saw one scorpion whilst we were in Mauritania with Emma and James. James saw it, and yeah, it was about that big. And then he actually also sent us a photo in the group chat after they'd left saying, make sure to check everything, guys, because he'd found like a tiny one in one of the boxes that he had. So that had travelled with them all the way to, I don't know where they were at that point, and he opened up a box and there was a little one in there which would have come from the camp.
Is Mitch missing RuneScape? Very much. Wow, who's just told us 1.6 people at K-Week people are watching? Wow. That's mental.
It's so crazy.
Cameroon, will you visit? Yeah, yes. Definitely. And also someone's messaged us saying that they live in Cameroon and they want to host us, which is mental. All the people that say that they'd love to host us in the country that they are residents of, honest, like, we appreciate it so much, and we'll try and take people up on as many offers as that as we can.
Yeah, if anything has taught us from just being in Senegal and being at that campsite and being with the owners there, is just how much of an experience and questions you can ask locals and people when you're traveling through. So we want to try and do that as much as possible.
If Mitch finds a hippo bone, yeah, definitely. I won't be fighting one for a hippo bone, but yeah, I think we're close to seeing hippos actually, which for me that'll be like we're in Africa.
Yeah, I did see that on one thing that we're going to be doing soon, and I tried to not tell Mitch, but then you saw it and I was like, oh yeah. Sorry. Tried to keep things a surprise because Mitch likes surprises and likes not knowing anything that's going on, so that's really good with the planning as well for me.
What is the recommended budget to start this type of adventure? I feel like depends on how you live, but when we were traveling through Europe, which is, it's easier to travel through in terms of finding free places to camp and stuff like that. We were surviving, take away insurance because it's different for everyone. We were surviving off £800 a month, which is €1,000 a month. So if you can do that, then, and we were living fairly stingy, but if you go back and see them videos, we still saw a lot. So it all depends on what lifestyle you want to have when you're doing this.
And we've seen so many people traveling even this route. We were speaking to another traveller and they said that roughly it's been calculated that it's about 1,500 euros per person for visas, so that's something that you kind of have to bear in mind, that is the biggest expense aside from fuel for doing such a trip as big as this. But I mean, I was speaking to a guy earlier who's doing it in a BMW car.
If you really wanted to, for one person, I reckon you could get to South Africa for $5,000. I wouldn't like to put money on it, but that's a number I'd pull out of thin air.
Yeah, there's just so many logistics and things that you just need to be aware of, and I don't think we're aware of even half of them yet, but we're ready to be prepared for them to be there.
Yeah. When you're going to pop the question, Mitch?
Oh, don't even get me started on this, because I've seen messages coming in about marriage and wedding and things like that. And we've been together 10 years now, and Mitch has kind of always said from the start that he's not really keen on getting married. And I was like heartbreaking at the start, but I was like, it's fine, I'll accept it. I'll probably be able to change your mind. And then even now, he's kind of stuck to that. But then earlier was playing classical music, saying, "Oh, you're gonna walk down the aisle to this.
Yeah,
oh,
what song
about
was
this?
It?
Oh, what about if we have a rave in the evening and everyone comes for the rave and all of these things?" And I had to tell him, Mitch, stop, because it's ridiculous. You're telling me about a wedding that you just get my hopes up for no reason. So that's where I'm at. I'm done with it.
So the song that I was playing was Paschal Bell. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But I was saying to Martha, that's quite a common walking down the aisle song. Martha's mum walked down the aisle to it. And I was saying, oh, imagine being in a forest and we've got a violinist playing with you walking down the aisle. And you were like, stop, you're going to make me cry.
I know, I was tearing up. I was tearing up thinking about being in the trees and everything. And yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. We've got to pay for this trip. And this is the main priority for us anyway, to get this trip done. You're testing the waters. Yeah, hopefully. Mitch, pop it now. I'm trying to.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, mate.
Oh, how can you? Okay.
What's the current mileage on the Defender? We've just ticked over 105,000 miles, and I've just done an oil service on it. And if anyone's interested, I've changed the oil grade from 5W30 to 10W40. As I've been recommended in Africa to do that. Riveting stuff. But I keep getting this number in my head that I want the Land Rover to get us to 200,000 and I'd be happy. So we'll see.
Oh God, I'd like not knowing about them sort of things.
Are you both from Stoke? We're from near Stoke. I'm from Uttoxeter and Martha is from a little town, village
just outside of
near Uttoxeter. So
that is where we're from, and I feel like our accents, most people say we're from Derby. I don't think we're too Stokey. We don't say kook or book.
Yeah.
So I'd say people mainly think we're from Derby.
What happened to the CRFs? They both got sold. Martha to a very short lady.
Oh yeah, I didn't meet her. No,
yeah, but they got sold before we left. And all that money got put into the build of this. It's basically what funded it.
But we did say as well that when the time comes, we like to talk about the far future. That I really enjoyed the bikes that we used when we were in Vietnam and Laos. They were the same, right?
Yeah.
The XF?
No, XR.
XR. And I really like that. So I'd definitely be trying to look for a lighter bike next time compared to mine, even though I know it's classed as a light bike.
Uttoxeter is definitely not Stoke.
I'm
sort of glad.
Yeah.
But we did both live in Stoke while we had a house.
Yes.
Yeah, and we were both born in Stoke. So, yeah. And also, if you say to someone, oh, we're from Uttoxeter, no one really knows that.
Unless you say Alton Towers.
Yeah, we live near Alton Towers.
The closest thing.
How did you learn so much about cars, Mitch? I'm sure in one Vietnam episode. Yeah, I'm an electrician by trade. I did an apprenticeship with mechanical fitters. So like I understand how spanners work. Like I understand how to take things apart and put them back together. So like I have basic knowledge, and then Land Rovers are really, really easy to work on. So my life just consisted of watching YouTube videos on how to do something 4 or 5 times, giving it a go, watching the YouTube video while I was doing it, and just hoping that nothing went wrong. Because this is how much it's changed. I bought a downhill bike when I was like 13, and the frame of it sat in my bedroom in the house. And I was determined that I was going to build this downhill bike from from frame upwards because I just loved this. It was an orange 222, if anyone is into their bikes. And I bought the first thing, which was the bottom bracket for it, and I couldn't do it. I think I broke it. So I had to take it to the bike shop. They fit that. Then I got the forks for it. I couldn't fit the headset on because I couldn't get the bearings to work. I broke that. So anyway, basically the bike shop in Uttoxeter built my first downhill bike when I was determined to do it. So.
And then since then, you've just used YouTube for the past, like, when Mitch is not, when he says he likes stimulation, this is what I mean. I don't think people truly understand when you say you learn everything yourself, because any part of the day where Mitch is not doing something, he will be learning about something, reading about something. Like he showed his phone to me yesterday, and he was doing it was on his TikTok For You page about what quiz is this for car mechanics, and it was like ABC, is this a piston or this, like, and he was pointing them to me. So like when I say his brain does not stop working, it doesn't. So as soon as a new project comes along, you'll throw yourself into that, and it, like, with Land Rovers, there's a lot to learn. So Mitch has been like always stimulated with learning something to do with the Land Rover.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did.
How good at Call of Duty were you? I was in a clan.
Stop answering them questions.
I was in a clan on Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. Quick scoping.
Thanks. Yeah. I've seen loads about the aircon. Well, people thinking that the package was going to be aircon, and we have decided to rough it out. Just
man it up, basically.
Yeah.
If we get to South Africa and we can get a second-hand aircon for cheap, we'll do it. But the aircon units in England were like $4,000 upwards. I'd rather be hot, to be honest with you. I'm not spending $4,000 on being cool for a few hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, I can't tell you how much I'm sweating. Obviously, the aircon wouldn't help in this situation, would it? So
no.
These are the situations where we're actually going to be sat in the Defender. At least we have airflow when we're actually driving.
A question for Martha.
Oh, I don't actually do the editing on YouTube.
Yeah, but videoing, recording.
Videoing, yeah. No. I feel like you've said about your background. I'll just quickly say about my background. So I was a marketing apprentice from school. So from my GCSEs, I went and worked at a race course with horse racing, and I did that for 4 years, I think. I did like my diplomas with them and worked full time from that point, from the age of like 16. And then from there we went traveling, and then came back and was a marketing manager, and then also got my Chartered Institute of Marketing degree.
Whee! Sorry, I shouldn't do that. I was really belittling.
Yeah, thank you. Whilst we were in the house, it was a big thing for us to do and come back and do that in the house, because I didn't know what to do. So I did a degree as well as working a full-time job, which was crazy of me to do. And in terms of us with the YouTube side of it for roles and for the actual social media side, I don't know how many people know that Mitch does all the editing. I don't touch the editing. I just see the final result of it, and we do like a final run through, and I watch it normally whilst we're having dinner and say if anything needs changing, and then I manage our Instagram and TikTok and the business side of things, and then Mitch does all the driving and Land Rover things. And then everything else is kind of shared, isn't it? A lot of things are shared, even the cooking. Yeah. Mitch cooks, but you couldn't do it without me.
No, I need a sous chef, or else I'd be jumping in and out of here non-stop. It'd be a nightmare. I'd have bad knees, worse than I've already got.
Yeah.
What's your route plan for 4 years? So the route is to get to South Africa following the West Coast. Depending on the state of this vehicle, when we get to Namibia, if we need major work doing, say something catastrophic goes, we'll probably go through South Africa, get some work done, and then we want to go up the East Coast. So if nothing needs doing, we'll probably cross through Botswana and then do a loop through the countries on the East Coast of Africa, come down back to South Africa. Obviously, this is over the space of like a year and a half, something like that. We'll ship from Cape Town to Uruguay, drive down probably to Ushuaia, do the whole of the Pan American all the way up to the northern tip of Alaska, hopefully drive through. This is very rough. America, Canada, across to Halifax. We'll probably ship there to Australia, do the loop of Australia, which we never got to finish because of COVID. New Zealand, hopefully, Japan, and then Central Asia, Southeast Asia, through like Nepal, India, Pakistan, all the stands, back through Europe, back home. And obviously that is over 4 years, rough number out of thin air. So it could be 5, could be 3, but I reckon around 4 years. And I'd like to know if people think that we will pull this off, like genuinely, if we'll do it, because I think we'll pull it off, but we'll see.
We'll see. You really never know. Like, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So you kind of just have to take each day as it comes and try and enjoy it. But I've just seen people saying about us with if we choose a more comfortable van or a Unimog or a bigger conversion. And honestly, hand on heart, we say this probably once or twice a day, how much we love this Defender.
Yeah.
It is just perfect for us. It's the perfect size. We've been down some tight mangrovey style little tracks and we've been able to get through because we're the same size as a normal car. Everything still fits. We're in the Defender right now and we've got 2 laptops, a camera and lighting set up, and we're in the back of a Land Rover Defender, and
there's still a seat over there we could go and sit on.
Someone could still be sat there. Like, I love it so much.
I wouldn't change this vehicle at all at the minute. The Unimogs that we've been seeing look stunning.
Washing machines, dishwashers.
But go and look at the price of them compared to this.
Yeah.
So
and also with that, not even just the price,
it's just where you can go in it.
We just like not being restricted on where we can go, and we've had a bigger van in the past and that did restrict us, and we've really tried to find a nice balance with this, and I feel like this is the perfect.
The thing that we love so much about the Land Rover, and the main reason that we went for a vehicle of this size, is we're able to sit inside when it means we need to sit inside, but we're also forced to go outside, make a coffee in the morning, cook food, go to the toilet, whatever. We're still being forced to go outside. And when you've got a van that's as comfortable as we had before that, you end up parking up in places that are absolutely beautiful, and because it's so comfy inside, without telling yourself you need to go and be outside, you end up going back to your safe space. And that's what we love about what we've got right now.
How old are you both? I'm 25, Mitch is 29.
Getting old, 30 next year.
Yeah. Wonder where we'll be for your 30th.
Yeah.
Who knows? With the TD5, with all the weight, what's that like going uphill or driving on a motorway?
It's been pretty good. I really try not to push this too much because we want to get around the world. So I've been driving it really steady, but the TD5 has got some pull. Like, you have to drop down the gears and you have to work it, but it's doing well.
And everyone's saying about me driving, because I do love driving, honestly. It's been so long since I've been able to drive any sort of vehicle because I've not been 25. However, now that we've come to Africa, I thought I'll be fine to drive because I'm over 25 and we thought we'll get insurance at the borders and whatever. However, we have been getting stopped the past couple of days by the Senegalese police, and they are wanting Mitch's driving license because he's driving, and then also our insurance, which has Mitch's name on it.
The insurance being what we bought at the border.
Yeah.
And we asked if you could put 2 names down again. They'd only take my name as the main driver. So
I don't know what the situation would be if I was then in the driving seat, even though I've got a license. We don't know, but that's now sparked a bit of I don't know. And this insurance that we're going to have is now going to last us for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
So
what's the average MPG? I reckon about 25. Why the name Jammy Gits? So Jammy Gits originated. Me and Martha were both lying on the sofa. We were just about to start all this YouTube stuff, and we were like, we need a name.
When we were creating our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we were creating the YouTube channel. We need a name. And I was racking my brain thinking we need something that differentiates us, not Martha and Mitch or something like that. But I'd like it to just be relevant. So Jammy Gits, if you don't know what that means, if you're not from England, is say someone with wins an Easter egg at the Easter raffle, you go, "Oh, you jammy git."
Yeah.
Like that's the phrase that you use.
It's like
So-
sort of a term of endearment in like a
Yeah.
joking way. It just means that you're lucky.
Yeah, and
and
obviously we consider ourselves pretty lucky to be able to do what we're doing now. So it's an English term, which is obviously where we're from. So it just, yeah, it worked, and I think it rings. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice when
It's hard to explain it to every person who
Yeah.
asks what our socials are.
yeah,
But yeah,
they're like gits, and I'm like, yeah,
Jammy Jits.
yeah, that's us. Yeah.
How much do you think it will cost in total? How long's a piece of string? We could budget ourselves the whole way through this and have a very little expenditure through it, or we could go to a nice hotel in Dakar and spend all of our savings in, I'm sure, a week.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
How do you deal with poos and wees? People are asking about the toilet because you just said about going outside. We do have a toilet in here. We have a Trulino composting toilet. And honestly, there's not much that is behind closed doors in our relationship anymore.
I spend a lot of my time sat over there like this.
Now, every couple is different. And yeah, everyone has their own opinions on it. But for us, that's just how it's been.
Yeah.
And it just works. And people are asking, and what happens if you get kidnapped?
What if we get kidnapped?
Yeah.
Not what we can do, really, is there? If we had a choice once we got kidnapped, we could probably do something, but we wouldn't have a choice. So let's hope that never happens. How did you guys organise a 4-year international driver's license? We can get a year at a time, I think. So apart from flying home or going to an English embassy, maybe.
Yeah, one of them's 3 years, one of them's 1 year.
You sort of just got to play your luck with certain things. Apparently an international driver's license is very, very rare to get asked it. We got asked it a lot when we were in Vietnam, but I think that's become a standard over there.
Yeah.
Whereas in other countries, it'll be very, very rare. And if it runs out in a year's time and we get caught and we get slapped a €30 fine, then the game's the game.
We will just see. But people have also been asking if we will go home between them 4 years. And the answer to that is yes. But when the vehicle is being shipped from South Africa to Uruguay in South America, that will be the plan, because that would roughly take around a month or something. So then that'll be the time that we will fly home and see family and friends and do any of the little admin bits, because that, depending on when that'll be, there'll be a big list. We've already started a little list of things that we could think about. Yeah,
most of it will consist of Land Rover spares.
Yes.
So we'll be bringing a lot of them. We'd have a suitcase of Land Rover spares coming back with us.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with that when we get to it.
Does the wiper still work? Yes, it's still working at the minute. Touch wood. But for how long?
Yeah, we've also not had any rain in months. So I don't know. We will see when it's actually chucking it down.
Does the wildlife in Africa scare you at all? Yeah, it's terrifying, but we haven't seen anything like major scary yet. But we saw them warthogs last time, and they're small compared to what you can see.
They were beefy. We even saw a beefy goat today, didn't we?
Yeah, there's a goat that looked like it would have had my head off.
Yeah, it looked like it was on some sort of like juice.
What is the watch that Mitch wears? I've had this watch for 8 years, maybe, something like that. It's called the Honor GS Pro. I don't think you can even buy it anymore, but if you can, I got it for like 80 quid and it has been bang on.
And it's HONOR.
Yeah, Honor GS Pro. Are you avoiding Sudan? Yeah, I don't think you can even drive through there at the minute. Yeah. So, you can't go that far up through the country, through the continent. Wouldn't landing spares be cheaper in South Africa? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that could be an option. We're going to get a lot of work done there, probably, by that point.
Question for Mitch. Are you going to propose? We've already talked about that. Yeah. Are you going to have to do the UK MOT in those 4 years? From what I've read, the MOT, obviously, we can't drive it back every year to get it MOT'd. We've sawn the vehicle, so it's off the road in the UK, which it is. And the second that we get into the country, the first 10 miles we drive to the road down the road will be to the MOT station. Mm-hmm. So that's how we'd have to play it. And then if we get a fine, we get a fine. You can't do it any other way.
Yeah, and this was through a lot of research and speaking to travellers who have also done this trip before, and just through as much as we could find out, because it's a very big grey area, even just with like DVLA on this sort of thing. And obviously we're not on UK roads, we're not going to be for a long time, so that is our only option, and that's the way that we're doing it.
Is there anything you've packed but you don't use? Yeah, there's a lot that we've packed that we don't use.
Yes.
Most of it being like camping equipment, but there will be a time for that. So it's taking up so much space now, and I am sort of like getting annoyed with it. But yeah, there'll be a time when we need to, well, we want to use that.
It's hard because we want to pack for all activities on the trip, and for
it's impossible.
Yeah, for any overnight hikes that we want to do, and even honestly, if someone needed somewhere to stay, like at least we've got the option of being able to have a
nice
tent.
Big tent. Yeah,
like there is options where our camping equipment will come in handy in an emergency, as well as for when we actually want to use it and backpack. But that won't be in our eyes right now. So obviously we're seeing that, and then we bought an alternator that's now had to go next to the gherkins and the hot chocolate powder, whereas it could have gone in its own little section where the tent is.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
I kept my car abroad for 3 years, came into Portsmouth by ferry and went straight to the MOT. No fines. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting to happen.
Because you are allowed to legally drive your car to an MOT place. So that'll be...
How much did you save for this trip? Without going into individual savings, we left with like $2,000 in the account. So yeah, we definitely took a plunge in there.
Yeah. I don't know. We talk about that now and think, how would we even made it here? And I really think we were just going off a lot of spirit of knowing that we just wanted to do it and get gone. And
yeah, we would have worked it out.
Yeah, that's our plan. We always most things can be worked out.
Yeah, we had not to start, like, I hate when people say, oh, we left with no money. We've got our own individual savings and we would have plunged into that. But to be transparent, it's not a great deal of money. It's not a lot of money. So we just said we would work it out, and if worse comes to worse, we'll get a remote job on the road, which is quite easy. Well, not easy to do, but you can find them nowadays.
Yeah, I always said from the start of doing this YouTube thing, because when I quit my job, I said, oh, why don't I just get a part-time marketing job? Like, or even my work said about me going remote for them when I was leaving. So that was going to be always my option, or to do freelance for marketing. However, Mitch was always all or nothing, and said, like, no, if we're going to give it a go with YouTube, then we need to give it our all and devote all of our time and effort to it. So that's what we did, and thankfully we I haven't had to do that yet, but it's still an option. Or we've always said we could just fly to Australia and get a working holiday visa and do some work there.
Yeah. What's next? I've already said that. Have you thought of fitting a second alternator instead of an AC? Maybe.
Philly and Keely are here from the US. I think they're in Texas right now. So hi guys.
Yeah.
And they're the same. I feel like you just got to do it sometimes.
Yeah, just got to balls to the wall.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Things happen. Yeah. Important question. Which country does the best meat pie? Don't know. I do miss a pucker pie every now and again.
Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, there's so many foods. Although we ate a lot of pies in Australia. They do love a pie over there.
Yeah, but they always put ketchup on it, and I don't like ketchup.
True.
So.
That's true.
Did you take any first aid emergency training before starting the 4-year trip? Well, that's bad on our part. I've done first aid with my old job. I used to work for a water company, and we used to do first aid training on that. So I've got a bit. But if I have a problem, we're screwed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't know what more to say about that. I did make sure that we got all our vaccines though, because yours were very much out of date. And I made sure that we got booked in for everything that we needed, had advice, got the yellow fever, cholera, which was a drink, which was very strange, and all of the other bits. And we've also just been to the pharmacy today to get some parasite drugs. So yeah, we're trying to.
Have you thought about writing a book? you'd do great at writing a book.
Oh, thanks.
But Martha is actually thinking, let us know if you'd be interested in it, is thinking about when we've got all of our like real good nailed down meals, to write like a small cookbook. Like we wouldn't charge a lot of money for it. I just think it'd be something fun to do.
Yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in that, because I love food and I love creating. And if you saw our digital map guides that we did to go along with our motorbike stuff, I loved creating them. So I thought, what better than to combine my love for food and design and put it together and include Mitch's bread recipe and all of the other recipes that we've got. And I've even seen I can make cinnamon rolls on the hob. Like, yeah.
The bread in the bag recipe.
I love that bread in the bag recipe.
It's really simple, honestly. I promise you could all make it.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Oh, yeah.
Do you plan to do any fishing / hunting? Well, actually, we're parked next to a tidal river at the minute, so it's saltwater in like this delta. It looks really cool. But tell me if I'm being stupid here. So many people who work here work in the fishing industry, just like cast netting off the shore and stuff like that. And I feel really bad just going past next to them doing their job and trying to catch fish next to them. So like, it just feels wrong. So I would love to do a bit of fishing, but I've just got this like battle going on in my head about whether I should do it or not.
The cookbook would be full of cheese and salami sandwiches. Absolutely not. That is not happening. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the Dragonfly stove. What would be your opinion on after using it for a while?
Dragonfly stove.
MSR.
The MSR, the one we use with the red fuel bottle. That's just a single stove. I'd recommend it to anyone because it's absolutely bomb proof. I've seen people use them for like 20 odd years, and because you can get service kits for them, you can maintain them, so you can run them forever. Our Coleman, on the other hand, is not doing too well, so we need some spares for that really to service it. But yeah, I can see that one going wrong a lot faster than the MSR stove.
Yeah, don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can bodge them to get them to work again.
Yeah.
But we've had more faults with the Coleman so far.
And I just saw another one. Where's it gone? Oh yeah, everyone's asking about how we're finding the Landy, and I'm just gonna say we love it. And Mitch kisses the steering wheel multiple times.
That's only because it's not broken down at the end of the day. I just kiss it and say thank you, for not breaking down.
Yeah, so it's going great, but I don't like speaking about it too much because then
we've got this thing that when we talk about something and we talk it into existence, it happens more often than not. So we don't talk about stuff.
Oh my god, I would love oatcakes being sent to us. However, the cheese now, we've ran out of any cheese now that we got from Gibraltar. We picked up some cheddar today, and I'm afraid it doesn't look very cheddary or mature. Looks very young, not very mature at all. So they wouldn't be the same. But I'm very excited to when we get back bacon again.
Would you start doing some more live videos? Yeah, honestly, I'm really enjoying this. Yeah. Like I said right at the start of this stream, I watch streamers my whole life. So the fact that we're doing a live stream now to how many 2,300 people is mental. Absolutely mental.
The temperature right now is about 35 degrees.
And I
don't know. No, you can't. Thankfully, you can't see the sweat on my top. Yeah, I keep having to fan my neck. We might need to have a night shower, honestly.
Yeah.
And Mitch keeps doing that. Great.
Have any YouTubers inspired you? Who was the first YouTuber that inspired us? Probably Sailing the Vagabond.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen them, they're
massive.
Yeah, they're huge. But for a long time, they've been doing the YouTube game. And when they first started traveling on their boat, was when Martha was sort of having a meltdown about life, and we were like, we
were in the house and we were kind of not knowing what to do. We just had to come back from Australia because of COVID, and they were the channel that we kind of bonded over and watched a few episodes every single night after tea. But we watched their earliest stuff, And the only reason we found them was through Eamon and Beck, which again were like the OG van lifers.
Yeah.
And then I suppose them two were the two that sparked
more Eamon and Beck for you.
Yeah, more Eamon and Beck for me. I started watching them, and then everyone else came from that, and then that's when we got into that, the UK van lifers and things like that. But I'd say they were the main ones.
Have you considered having a dog with you? It would be cool to have a dog, but oh my god, the complications that would bring. No.
Yeah, no
chance.
No, it wouldn't be fair.
No,
it wouldn't be fair.
If you guys wanted us to send snacks and gifts, could that be possible? I wish it was possible. I really do, and thank you for even suggesting that. But yeah, there's no way we'd be able to just have like little things sent to us. It's a right pain in the ass.
Yeah, we are gonna have to think more about logistics, but I think a lot of the logistical postage things will be more when we get south. And then we'll sort of think about things. But that's mainly for like our benefit of like maybe getting my mum to send us a parcel from home with DHL or something. But I don't know how expensive that will be.
Yeah. How long do you think it will take you to reach South Africa? Again, how long's a piece of string? We could have things go wrong, but if everything went smooth, 3 or 4 months, something like that. It all depends, I think.
Oh, it's December tomorrow.
Yeah,
oh.
We don't want to be hanging around too much because you don't want to be here in the wet season, because you can literally get stuck in one place for months if you are in the wet season. So yeah, we want to drive while the flame's hot. What's that saying? Cook while the flame's hot. I don't know. I can't remember. How long did it take you to plan your route? 5 minutes.
Yeah, everything is planned to the next country. Nothing's really planned and set in stone. We know a lot of the things that each country is famous for and things that we really want to see. I feel like that's just because we love traveling, so we've always got them.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Strike, thank you. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, we just plan as we go.
Will you make a Christmas dinner in the Landy?
I've got gravy. I have got gravy. Oh, and
I think we need to be careful with the whole Christmas thing, because Martha absolutely loves Christmas, and it's one thing that could make her plummet in thinking that she wants to be back at home. So I think in one way we need to sort of just pretend that Christmas isn't happening.
Yeah, I've got quite an attachment to Christmas, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I also think there's a time and place for when I can have Christmas at home and do all these things. Like, we're never going to have this opportunity to do this again, and an opportunity as well to have a Christmas abroad. So yeah, I've kind of just got to let it go.
Any plans you make are likely built on sand. I think that's too strong, to be honest. We put the 100k subs YouTube plaque on the Defender. No,
but too heavy.
Yeah, too heavy. Yeah, I think that'll be waiting for us at home for a long time.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah.
Is Starlink booming all over, or is Starlink, honestly, don't even think about it. If you're going to do a trip like this, just get it. It's worth every penny.
Yeah.
For safety as well. Like, the fact that you can get internet in the middle of the desert is like, you wouldn't want to be without it. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely, people do it, but
it depends what you do for your job.
No, it's not even that. Like, the safety of it, like just having internet so that you can say the Land Rover breaks down. I don't know how to fix it, but I can watch YouTube on how to fix it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we bought Bon Jovi tickets for Mitch's mum in the middle of the Sahara Desert because she was at work. That's how good it is.
Yeah. Are you scared at night? You get used to it. Yeah. You really do. Like, the past couple of nights, because we've been back on the road after a bit of a break at a campsite, you start thinking a lot more, which is sometimes good. Like, just having your wits about you. Like, should we be here? How many eyes we've got on us? But that's something that you should do anyway. And then you've really just got to switch your brain off, because I don't like saying this again, touch wood, we've been traveling in vehicles for 3 years now.
Oh, don't say this. Yeah.
We haven't had to move once.
Yeah.
Because we've felt uncomfortable. Once we've got into bed, we've moved from places where we felt like, oh, this isn't really a place where we want to spend the night, but you use your initiative and then you move on from there.
people asking a lot about as well about how we manage if we argue, and how do you manage being together all the time? Do you have any own activities if things get too much? Yes, we do. We definitely have our downtime, like away time, which definitely works for us, because we weren't getting a lot of that when we were in the convoy, because we were convoying with people, and like that is great. But I think that's when we then realized, oh, we haven't had our downtime in a while, and that is really important for us to not feel like we're constantly.
The biggest thing is, like someone's just said, do you have petty arguments on these long trips? It's always petty. And when you're hot and you've had a long day and you just have crosswords, like it's hard not to just, you need to not carry it on, and we just have a bit of time with the headphones on. Just like easier said than done at times. But I think we do pretty well as a couple. Martha especially knows what makes me tick in terms of like gets me annoyed, and I think I do with you as well, but also I just wind you up, so you just get used to it.
You really know how to push my buttons just to wind me up. But I think that's the main thing, is we just sort of water off a duck's back. Is that another saying?
But also you've just got to have fun. Like the hardest thing that is going to be for this trip is going to be just keeping like mentally happy and just looking forward to each day. And if you're falling out with each other, that's not going to happen. So the whole thing for every little bit is enjoying the little things. And that's the beauty. And then for actual like hobbies, I love reading. So I'm reading, or I'm trying to do my scrapbook, but I'm falling a couple of countries behind. So I need to keep up, because there's loads of receipts and little things everywhere that I need to put in my scrapbook. But I really enjoy doing that. And then you just watch stuff on Land Rovers. Or RuneScape, or... I watch a lot of YouTube when I want to switch off.
We're both... It's funny, because we're both really diehard YouTube fans from like since we were younger. So then now to be doing this is still not lost on me at all.
When is the next Via Ferrata? I'd do it tomorrow if there was one about, but I don't think there's going to be one for a while.
What I'm doing about the hairdressers, I said to Mitch, how would I look with my hair braided? But I honestly, I'm so bad with my hair. We have a hairdresser that comes to the house, and I'll literally just say to her, can you just cut a little bit off every year, 2 years that she sees me? I'm so low maintenance.
But the thing is as well, all the girls here have curly hair. So if you wanted to get your hair cut, I'm sure they'd be more than capable of cutting your hair.
There's so much curly girl cream in the supermarkets and shops. Like there's full on so many different like curl activating creams and everything like that, which I've never seen before. It's really hard. I have to get the stuff that I use on Amazon. So the fact that they've got loads here, I'm like, I'm probably in the best place for someone to deal with curly hair, to be honest.
Me and my wife will be going to the Arctic Circle to Cape Town in March.
Oh, nice.
Did you pre-plan visa entries or do it on arrival? I don't know where you're from, but honestly, you could leave without doing any research and just speak to people on the road, find it out, and using iOverlander. You'll work it out as you go along. I don't think nowadays you have to pre-visa anything.
No.
But I could be wrong. So please don't. Please fact check me on that.
And a lot of going to e-visas that used to be visas on arrival. That's one thing. Hence why we've got a printer with us. If you guys didn't know, we were carrying a full-size printer because we're crazy.
What's Mitch doing about his hair? Well, funny enough, my hair clippers, I bought some new ones before I left, and I dropped them in the shower, and I broke the blade on them, and now they go off after like one haircut when they should last for like 200 minutes. So I've been using my face trimmer for my hair. So now I look like I'm bald when I cut my hair down.
Yeah, that's probably your normal length now.
Yeah. Congrats on 86 sailing, Lou. Everyone congratulate Louis Hemo for getting 86 sailing on RuneScape.
Oh, big up RuneScape.
from Namibia are you guys coming through? Yeah, we'll be going through Namibia and then
So excited for Namibia.
either going Botswana or South Africa.
We will see. A Christmas Day live would actually be so much fun. I
Yeah.
could put our Santa hats on. But we have no idea where we'll be though.
How's the new DC charger? It's that good that we've not looked at it for ages, so it doesn't get as hot. And yeah, I'd highly recommend it over getting the other one that we replaced. Are you enjoying the new lens you bought? Yeah, it has been a bit of a learning curve though, using a longer lens.
Yeah. You need to get used to that.
We're not videographers or photographers by any standards, so we're learning as we go along. But I found out that our camera has got a tracking mode for animals, which I was trying to focus on animals with just the normal focus, and it wasn't doing very good. But now I switched it to that, it's doing pretty good. So hopefully when we start seeing some wildlife, we'll be able to get some cool shots.
You're looking after that Allen key that was trapped in the dash.
The Allen key is still on the dash.
Yeah.
That's something that we're going to keep for a long time. We'll frame it when we get home.
Yeah, absolutely. That's classic.
Yeah. Do you recommend Alucab or recommend test others? We've never tried any other ones, but if you've seen a channel called the True Blue Travelers, they did their research before they converted their Defender, and they went and looked at lots of different ones and settled on Alucab, and they know their stuff. So I would say that answers that question.
And we have nothing but great things to say about our Alucab, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can't fault it. Like, we've got so much room.
Yeah.
Just to prove it.
What would you say your main key to success has been with YouTube? Persistence. Just keep on going. I think that's the only thing. I don't think we've done anything special on YouTube apart from be ourselves.
Yeah.
I hope. I feel like we try to be ourselves and just carry on going no matter what happens. What's the plan for tomorrow? Plan for tomorrow is head towards the Gambia, but where that means, I don't even know how far away we are from the border at the minute. It's been a bit of a blur.
I don't know either. We kind of knew that we had this to do today, so we've just been trying to get here and then making sure that it's been set up. We've kind of got to figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. We do need to apply for the Guinea visa though, so that's
what
on
would
the
you
list.
change about your setup, or is it perfect? But
any hallucinations from the malaria medication?
No. So I'll go back to that one. But the malaria medication, I thought I was sleeping badly from it, but I think it was other things. So I've been sleeping well for the past few nights. But so we've had no symptoms from them. Would you change your setup?
I'd go for thicker.
Go on.
I was going to say I'd go for thicker foam.
Yeah, but that means we won't be able to open the fridge.
Oh yeah, that's why we did it.
Yeah, the one thing that I've not put on the videos yet that started happening is the wood from the weight at the bottom of some of the cupboards, like the pantry one, has started to warp ever so slightly, and also a couple of others, and one of the drawers has started to stick a little bit, which I could just sand it down, but I don't know how we change it apart from just carrying less food. So
which is hard for me to do.
Yeah. Potentially using like 18mm ply for the base of the cupboards maybe would be the one thing I'd change.
But we wanted to keep the weight down, and we did get the Land Rover weighed before we came away.
Yeah.
And we were
well under
for what it was. We did the calculations to make sure, like, to know what it was when we were full with water and fuel. So that was the main reason as well.
Thank you for joining, Kay Missouri. Welcome to Fuel. Yeah. Coffee or tea drinkers, everything hot drink.
Absolutely. What time is it there? It's the same time as the UK right now.
So it's
just about to be 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So then just an hour now.
Do you carry Wagos? No, but I wish I did carry more Wagos. I was getting a little bit tight towards the end of our van build because, like I say, we were getting a bit low on funds. So we'd spent sort of what we wanted to spend on this. So like I'm saying about the spares for this, I carried the spares that I thought were necessary, but there's a few more now that I wish I had took with us. But it's hindsight's a hard thing to work on.
Yeah, you sort of go away thinking, oh, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Which is hard. And yes, I do miss Little Bakery. I do very much miss the Little Bakery.
Yeah. I think supermarkets is going to be one of the hardest things to navigate on this trip, is just where you get your food, because where you get your food is where all the activity is, and you bring a lot of attention to yourself.
And honestly, after just driving through places and just seeing how the locals shop, like, they've grown up around chaos. And I was watching one woman the other day, and there was 10, 12 people around her, and she was just there, not for her, but she was there just like pruning these plants, sat on the floor as if there was no one else there, like so unfazed.
Something you got to get used to.
And that is just something that we need to just get used to, and just embrace the chaos. Honestly, most of the time, people aren't like, we haven't had any experiences where anyone's ever been mean to us, or, you know, everyone just, it's just how they are. Whereas when we're from the UK, if you bump into someone, it would like touch someone's trolley at Tesco, you're like, oh, sorry. Whereas here, like, that's just not a thing. So we've got to let that go.
Any more plans on more convoys with other travellers? Seems you had real fun time before. Yeah, it is. It is good convoying with others, but also it's nice to spend a bit of time on your own. And like we say, when you get to places using your brain and stuff, you sort of feel like very safe when you're in a convoy, which is good at times.
It'll be good in places.
It takes away from the solo traveling, so it'll be a nice mixture of both. I think there'll be places where we will want to convoy with people, but at the minute, like, if someone came along, we'd happily convoy with them. But it is nice to have a bit of a mix.
Oh, I've got to say, Olivia and Orla from Derby are 5 years and 4 years old, and they should be in bed, but they're watching you.
Oh, bless them.
That's so cute.
Let them have another hour.
And I will just say thank you for all the gangster messages, guys, on the last episode from the border. That really upped my street cred. So feeling like a gangster. But I don't know what came over me there. I just knew that we needed to get through. I'm hoping that comes back in situations as well where I do have a lot more confidence. That's the one thing I struggle with, and I'm really proud of myself with how that situation went.
I think this trip will help you a lot with your confidence.
Yes, I think I'll have no choice, especially because they always come to the passenger side because we're the wrong way in the vehicle. So I always get the encounters. Are
you going to get an AK-47? Could probably get one quite easy here. There's a lot of them about, but no. That's another thing. We've had so many people saying about like carrying things and stuff like that to like keep you safe, but honestly, a big smile is your biggest weapon here. Like, that's just so being friendly and just like having a bit of time to chat to people. That's your biggest thing to get yourself out of situations here, is not being in a rush and being a nice person.
Yeah. And I know that there's going to be so many times where that might not be the case, but honestly, my biggest goal with situations like that, hairy situations, if you will, is to try and just take a step back, think it through. We're very much easy to be rushed in certain situations, and I'm trying to be more trying to communicate more with Mitch about certain things and say, like, are you sure? Like, how do you feel about this? And then as long as we come out of it feeling like, yeah, you know, I feel happy, I feel good, like, that was a good story, that's it.
I smiled in London and still had my phone robbed. Yeah, some situations, like, you're definitely not smiling out of, but yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we're not naive to it.
Yeah, but obviously, like, things are going to happen, but you can help yourself a lot.
Yeah. We've got to be on Africa time. That's our thing, Africa time.
How do you cope with Mitch's music?
If anyone saw our Instagram stories earlier, then you'll see how quickly Mitch's music choice can change. We went from classical to... What was that you put on with the dancer? Oh,
that was hardstyle.
Hardstyle to then trance, all in the space of 3 songs. And honestly, it's quite overstimulating, but honestly, maybe it's good training for me. Like, maybe it's like what you see on SAS, where they're in them rooms and they have the music on, because we were driving on these roads. I was trying to edit on my phone, and Mitch was listening to that music whilst it was chaos, and you're just there like...
I think it adds to it sometimes. Yeah, we've said that, like, if we're feeling down, then we just need to put the tunes on, because that'll just make us feel better. I actually uprated the speakers on this to what brand was it? Oh, Focal. some focal speakers, and it's one of the best upgrades I've done, is because music just makes you feel better in a day. How much sunblock do you use? We just try and stay out of the sun, to be honest. Like, you see us in the sun when we're recording because we go out to the sun to get the clips, but most of the time we're hiding out of the sun.
Yeah, we have caught a tan, surprisingly, but not a big one considering we've been in the sun since September. And that is genuinely because we've been covering up where we can. And that's the main thing. We've got sun cream. Even Emma, bless her, gave me some sun cream as well because she was worried. But I always have sun cream on my face. And then
happy birthday, Lim.
Oh, wait, whose birthday? Where?
Can you say happy birthday to my girlfriend, Lim? Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Where are you guys right now? In Senegal?
I couldn't tell you where.
Yeah, next to a river. Do you guys like to swim? Yeah, everywhere we can swim. But the river that we're next to now, I Googled, is there anything that can attack us? And they've got crocodiles here. So that depends how brave I am. Yeah,
I really didn't expect much swimming from this part of the trip because everything wants to kill you.
Yeah.
In the water.
Imagine meeting a hippo in the river.
I would not be. I'd drown. I
don't think you'd know much about it for very long.
No, I don't think you would.
Do you guys do anything to keep fit? We were very fitness people before we left, and like going to the gym 5 times a week, blah blah blah. And sometimes we just like, it's nice to have a break, but also I like going to bed at night being tired. So it's something we talked about even yesterday, is that we want to try and start doing a bit more exercise in a day, because I just think it's good for us. So yeah, we do need to keep on top of that.
Yeah, but also not put the pressure on it. Just do it when we want to, and when it feels good to do it, or when we have the opportunity to do it. Like, I know there's going to be some days where we can't be outside doing, I don't know, like a hit circuit. Like, it's just, it'll be what it'll be. But yeah, we definitely love moving and hiking and yoga.
Yeah. What happens if you get injured? Don't know, work it out, I suppose. Whatever you get injured by.
Yeah.
How's your yoga doing, Mitch? I haven't done it for a bit, but I definitely should. Like I say, we were big into the gym and stuff before, and I ruined my body so much by training poorly. So like, I'm pretty knackered basically, so I should be doing more yoga to try and make myself get all these ailments that I've given myself and sort of iron them out.
I love that someone's put, isn't it hot chocolate time?
It is hot chocolate time.
It is hot chocolate time.
If I had a hot chocolate now, I think I'd melt into the seat.
Yeah. We would normally have our can you see that? Yeah. Our Scirocco fans on. We've got one here which you see in the cab, and then
look at the filth on that.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And then the one over there, and we'd normally have them, and also the windows open right now. We're really not helping ourselves. We are hot, like, I was gonna say hot boxing it. We're not hot boxing it, but we're hot in here with no airflow.
Oh, a chocolate milkshake. I'd love a chocolate milkshake.
Chocolate milkshake would be nice.
Do you have a freezer? Yeah, we've got a little freezer. It's probably like 5 litres or something like that.
It's so good though. It's, considering we had to go for a upright fridge instead of a top loading one, which we would prefer. I'm loving this fridge because I can fit so much meat in the freezer. So we've been able to stock up today, and I just couldn't imagine it without it.
Also, we bought some mosquito repellent today from a shop. It's £1 each. So I hope this works. We bought 4 bottles of it.
Yeah, we're going to try and get...
It's called Stop Moustique.
Okay.
Non-greasy. I don't think I could get any greasier now.
No, honestly. So much sweat coming off my legs.
How long are you in Africa for? Probably another year or so.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's honestly so many places that I'm so excited. I know people are asking where we're excited. Yeah. Honestly, every single day I'll see something or I'll think about something and I'll think, oh my God, we get to go there still. Not just in Africa as well, but beyond. We made burritos last night, and even that I was like, wait until we're in Mexico. There's so many different parts of just the world. Like, there's so much to explore, and every single day I have like them butterfly moments at some point about somewhere. And even for the sketchy bits that we're going to experience, like we're excited for the chaos of it.
There you go. Do you ever get homesick? I feel like that's fresh for you to talk about.
Yes. Yes. So that's something I'm navigating constantly. And I am just trying to, my friend always tells me to be where your feet are. And I think like that's the thing I need to remember the most, because this is an amazing opportunity that we get to do. And I wouldn't change it for the world. And I even spoke to another traveller who was living in Dakar for a year. She was from New York, and even she was saying that she always wants to be in the opposite place to where she is. And I feel like it was really nice to hear that, because Mitch doesn't have the same thoughts and feelings as me on that, and it was really nice to hear from her and not know that I'm not alone in that. And I just have to remind myself and do things every day that sort of make me happy and bring me joy, and know that home is always there. I think it's mainly just around this time of year with Christmas that it gets the hardest, because you just remember all the memories, because you can look back on years past and be like, oh, remember when we did this, or remember when we did that. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's our problem. We talk a lot about, oh, remember when we did this, remember when we did that, and then what we're doing right now will turn into that. And sometimes we need to remind ourselves that like what we're doing now is like that thing, like we're making memories now. So what does Mitch do for work? Well, YouTube now. I was a Sparky before this, but yeah, now I'm a YouTuber.
And we're not posting tonight. We didn't get our video. We're still filming the video that you'll see. So we'll end up probably being about a week ahead on the videos. They were super, super real time. Like we're still filming the video for next Sunday now. So yeah, we need a little bit of a buffer. So it's worked out. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Sarah. I've seen quite a few people have signed up for members, and again, thank you so much. I just don't want to keep going. Thank you. But yeah, all the support, we really do appreciate it. So if I've missed you, I'm sorry, but thank you. How much have you spent on diesel so far? I don't know. I don't like.
It's hard now because we've gone to cash.
Yeah, we're spending a lot of cash. So
and the currency beats me.
I don't know if I had to put a figure on it. 1,500 quid. Well, which 1,500 pounds, Great British pounds, which is like 1,800 euros. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I do FaceTime all my loved ones. I can spend up to 3 hours on the phone to my family. So that's always nice. And I always ask them what they've had for tea and all of the really mundane questions, because that connects me even more to home in a weird way.
Is the quality of diesel much different? Well, from what I've heard, they're getting a lot of their diesel shipped over from
Saudi
Arabia and around that sort of area. So in theory, it should be good diesel. I just know that bad diesel still exists in certain places. So I think it's more, you've just got to try and get the good diesel.
Oh, and you've got that diesel purge thing.
Yeah.
So we can do that. Thank you, Jane. I just said one. We do have a carnet. Someone's asked about that. And we'll go into more. Was that in the last video?
I don't know. Basically, a carnet de passage is a document that we've got, which is basically a passport for our vehicle. And all that does is it stops us getting a temporary import into every country we go into. They sort of just stamp our vehicle in, stamp our vehicle when we go out. And that's, you can get it from numerous places, but we got ours from a company called Cars. And you pay a bit of a deposit. We paid £6,000 deposit for our thing, which we get back after 12 months. And then I think all the admin fees and everything cost about £900 for the year. So yeah, expensive, but it's well, it's not necessary. People have traveled through Africa without one.
It's getting harder though,
and still do, but it makes your life a lot easier with a carnet. And I also think, depending on where you get it from, you can save money by having a carnet to not pay for temporary imports in every single country.
Yeah, so Senegal, for example, it's €250 just for the temporary import. So that's one country already where you've had to pay €250. So it made sense for us. We won't have one for the Americas. It's not needed. It's mainly just for Africa, and then probably get another one for Asia. When we get to that point. And people are asking the plan after this trip. Honestly, I don't know what the plan is tomorrow, and that's as much as that. We've got a few ideas and dreams, but it's nothing that's even worth pondering and properly thinking about logistically or anything like that now, because it's quite far away.
What were you even talking? My brain then, I didn't even think about what you were talking about.
What our plan is after this trip.
Oh, I completely zoned out.
Did you?
Yeah.
You'll be able to see that. It's funny that because people see you like zone out.
Do you miss the UK? Yeah, I miss certain aspects of the UK, but also like we're traveling the world, so you can't really miss a place too much. Wakey, Mitch. I'm here. What's your best advice for starting van life / landy life? I think that people concentrate so much on the vehicle and what you're traveling in, like you need this, you need that, and I think sometimes you can really overthink it, and you can travel in whatever you've got. We've seen people in Norway who have gone on big trips in
just a normal car.
In an estate car, sleeping in the back of it, and I thought, wow, that looks like a good setup. And you can do it in a multitude of things. You could do it in a car with a tent with a few boxes in the back of it. It obviously depends on what you want as a person, but yeah, you can experience a lot of stuff with a lot less than what you think you need.
Yeah, and I think it's all subjective. I think you need to like enjoy the travel and everything rather than like what you've got. And I feel like for us as well, I feel like because we started out with our VW T5 and it's very small, and
but it was
great,
also great, yeah.
It was a great setup, and it made us appreciate a lot of things within that. And I feel like that's important to have that, because then when you do get running water and things like that again, it's just the best, that feeling of, oh my god, I haven't seen this in so long, because you get used to just living very simply.
Yeah, and I also think starting off with less is also good, because like the things that we've gained in here, like the Starlink, and we've got hot water now somehow. Like it still blows our mind because we've traveled in less before.
Yeah.
So do you prefer a smaller vehicle to the man van? I prefer certain things for different vehicles.
Yeah, like our man van was great. It was like an apartment on wheels, but it did take aspects of what we love about traveling away.
Yeah.
So, but that is the place that I think of as home more than our actual house that we sold. I like long for our home, but that was the man van, because it was honestly our tiny home.
Love Defenders, but aren't they unreliable? Well, I think it's subjective. The crap that you give these vehicles, sometimes you got to think, like, fair play, they break down a lot because people abuse them like mental. I think Land Rovers get a bad rap because of that. I'm not saying they are reliable, but I definitely think you can make them more reliable, and they can definitely get you around the world because it's been proven, people have done it. So yeah, Land Cruisers definitely are king in Africa because there is so many Land Cruisers here. And again, Land Cruisers are really expensive in England, so we left with what we could get hold of for what we needed.
But we started, for many of you probably won't know, but when we first went backpacking, when I was in 2019, we got a Toyota Land Cruiser troop carrier in Australia, and that's what made us fall in love with this lifestyle. That's genuinely what started it off for us, and we had to sell that to come home to the UK because of COVID. And we would have loved to have got a troopy back again, but we just couldn't. We thought about even getting one from Japan. Like, it's just not possible in the UK. And honestly, I've really grown to love our Defender.
Yeah, to be honest, every time I see a Land Cruiser troop carrier now, I sort of think, oh, the Defender looks a bit nicer.
Yeah, that's what we say. I feel bad because we love that, but I don't know, there's pros and cons to both, and it's hard.
Use what you have.
Yeah.
Do you have to use a fixer to get through the border? We used a fixer for the Mauritania, the Morocco to Mauritania border, just because it makes your life a lot easier. You can do it without it, but I think it saved us a couple of hours and a lot of stress. So like we've said before, if we can make our lives easier for a bit of money, we paid €15, the mental strain that could have on us is worth €15 to us. So if we've got the possibility to use a fixer, I'm not trying to be a hero. We'll make this trip down there as easy as we can for ourselves, with reason, obviously. If it costs €200, I wouldn't be paying a fixer.
Using a fixer makes you sound like gangsters. Yeah. How did your families react when you told them about your adventure plans?
They weren't shocked, were they?
I don't think they've been phased once when we've told them about any of our big plans or anything that we've done, because they just know that we'll do it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Without being preachy, we've never even said this in the videos because we don't like being too preachy, because we're just two normal people. But we've always had this motto: if nothing changes, if nothing changes. So if we don't make any change to our life, nothing is going to change. So if we didn't change anything, we'd just cruise through life. So we've always just made the plunge to try, and obviously we've made mistakes and we'll make more mistakes, and this could have gone terribly wrong and still can go terribly wrong. But like I say, nothing changes, nothing changes.
No, Mitch doesn't like Christmas songs. He will sing them to himself sometimes, though. Even
Only
when
because you've sung them.
No, I don't even sing them sometimes. How about matching travel tattoos? We're not tattoo kind of people.
Mitch, would you have loved to have brought a bike with you? So much.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that I like about these Unimogs, these big trucks that people are traveling in, is a lot of the time they have a bike on the back. But yeah, I would love to have a bike. Do either of you have any regrets on this trip? No, not really. Nothing so far. I'm trying to think. Any regrets?
Not bringing electrolytes.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, that has been the biggest thing that I've been struggling with the most. Is drinking enough. Honestly, we're going to be dehydrated tomorrow by how much I'm sweating even now, and I just think we underestimated that. And yeah, that's one thing. Emma and James did give us a couple of packets of their electrolytes because they were the best. But I just wish we'd have planned for that a little bit more.
How long are you staying live for? I don't know. I'm quite enjoying this, to be honest.
Yeah, how long are we staying live for?
How long are you guys staying awake for? That's how long we'll stay live for.
I also wanted to know where you guys are from. If anyone would like to say where they are. I know you said at the start, but I was a little bit overwhelmed at the start.
It's quite nice to talk to someone else. You're always talking to your friends and family. I don't talk to anyone. Wow, from all over the place.
Oh wow. To Lima Celebrity is on. What time's that on? 8. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Whoa. Okay.
Czech Republic, Spain, America. Wow. The moon. That's impressive. You must have Starlink.
Netherlands. Wow.
Alaska.
Uchta. Wow, this is going so fast. Oh my god. This is so good.
This is mental.
Mexico. South Africa. Zambia.
Durban. Heard good things about Durban.
Whoa.
Isle of Man.
Isle of Man. Essex, Canada, Burton, Wales.
New Zealand. Oh, it's 9:23 in the morning.
What? Well, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
North Pole.
Send me a nice gift.
I've been a good boy. Oh, wow.
That's awesome. Why doesn't Mitch talk to his family? I do. I'm only kidding. But Martha talks to friends and family more than I do. Yeah. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I'm not. I talk to people for a job, but also like I'm sort of don't speak that much.
If I was like not living with Mitch 24/7, you'd be really hard to communicate with because you're just not very good on your phone communicating with Mitch. I called his mum the other day and was on FaceTime to her because I wanted to speak to her. I'm very much, I'll fill my cup by speaking to loved ones and friends. That's how I will, fill myself back up, whereas Mitch doesn't have that same.
I'll listen to a bit of music.
Yeah. Wow, everyone's still going. That's crazy.
From Pakistan, bloody hell.
What?
Norway. What are you laughing at?
Why does Mitch meow when he's bored?
I don't know. I don't
didn't even
know.
I didn't even. Well, you would have seen on the clip when you put it in. I didn't even flinch.
I think I've got something wrong with me.
Wow.
Do you miss booking into accommodation every day like you in the bikes?
No.
No, not really. It was a chore sometimes. Like obviously we stayed in some really nice places, but it's such a first world problem. But checking in somewhere and getting your bags off the back of your bike and stuff like that was one of the reasons why we wanted our own form of transport back that we could live in. There's
something so special right now about being in our home, and it does feel like home. And do you know, just after a long day, I know however the days are going to be, we can get in the back of here, close up everything if we want to sweat, and it's home. You know, we're going to get into I love our bed so much, maybe too much.
Is the camera still live? Oh, it is going down the battery. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just so grateful to call this home. I just love it. And I love that we've got hot chocolate and maybe some cookies that I might have after.
Oh, a Mitsubishi Delica. I don't know how to say it. Delica. I just watched 4-wheel drive 24/7 driving in one of them. Feel like everyone knows you so much better after this live. Oh, I want to do these more, I think. I would like to do it more. I just don't want to answer the same questions all the time.
Yeah, maybe we could like switch up some lives and do...
We'll do some segments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll come up with some segments.
That'll be fun. Yeah, we'll do a few, like, would you rather? Like, we'll have a think about some segments that we could do.
Frankie, thank you for watching from good old Stoke.
Yeah.
How much power does the Starlink use? I think on average it uses like 29 watts or something like that on average.
I just saw one that, what was it? Where is it? Oh, I've just lost it. Sorry. Oh, would you travel if you weren't a couple? Yes. Mitch, you tell them how you would travel if we weren't together.
Okay.
Because it's quite unique.
Okay. So what I would do is basically torture myself. I don't know why. I've got this thing where I would like to travel on a bike, but I would like to go back to paper maps and asking people. No, I don't even know if I'd have paper maps for an emergency, but I would try to communicate with people to find places to spend the night, where to get food, to where to go to next. How do I get to this border? Something like that. I just feel like, I don't know, it'd be really raw and I'd love to try it. I know it would be so difficult, but that's what I'd probably do if I was on my own.
Whereas if I was on my own, I would probably go to like somewhere where you could do yoga and be a bit like a hippie. And like, just like in a really like activity filled place of like hiking and mountains and yoga and like a retreat. Like that sounds like a holiday, but that's kind of the way I would like to do it.
I think this is why we work, is because I'm a bit nuts in that respect of like wanting to push, and you like the beauty of things.
Yeah, I'm a bit more mellow, but I do fall into that sometimes, and we can push and do things quite intensely, but then I will definitely burn out a lot quicker than Mitch will. Whereas Mitch seems to just sleep and then be back again, whereas I need a little bit more time.
Yeah. I am from the moon. Has Martha fallen off the landing? No, she's got a good old grip, Martha has. Is Martha any good at shooter games? No. I let Martha try and do the campaign of Gears of War once, and it was so painful.
So frustrating. So frustrating. I'm not at games. I think I'm quite simple. Like, you say you're simple, but you're like, everything's got to be like, blah, 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 blah. Whereas I just like simple things. Like, just...
How many leisure batteries do you have? We've got one leisure battery, a 230 amp hour lithium battery from Fogstar, and I probably would have gone up to their 300 amp hour just so we had a bit more of a buffer. We'd probably only get 4 days out of our battery, whereas I would have liked probably a day or two more.
This behind us was made by Mitchell's mum, and this was just the same material that's made for our storage organizer where all our cutlery is, and you just drilled it through, didn't you, Mitch?
Yeah.
Into there, so we've made that ourselves just to store the bags.
Someone's asked what book you're reading.
I am currently reading. I've been in a bit of a slump, so I've been reading Divine Rivals because I bought the book and never. I thought you were going to snooze then. Never read it, and then I read it in like 2 days, and then now I'm on Ruthless Vows, and I'm about 50% through that.
I was just thinking if someone was going to spoil it for you.
Oh,
don't read.
I can't read them fast enough anyway. If anyone's read it. Thanks for enjoying our daily updates on Instagram. If those of you just follow us on here, I do a reel every single day on Instagram, and I really enjoy it. It doesn't put any pressure. I've got very used to it now. It's just something that I just have to remember to do, like brushing my teeth each day. It's kind of like, oh, it gets to a certain time and we're like, oh, I need to do my reel. And then Mitch knows how long that's roughly going to take me, and then I'll just do it, and kind of just works, doesn't it?
Yeah. Handy C, Mike OK is our idol for traveling. If anyone doesn't know, there's a YouTuber called Mike OK. He's just done some videos in Afghanistan. Highly recommend his channel because he is the absolute go-to traveling. I think
restores your faith in humanity. Honestly, he's the best. I can hear voices.
You can hear voices?
Yeah.
Right, we'll just carry on talking.
Yeah, with all our friends, we've got loads of people here.
What are your favourite pizza orders? I'd probably go for Meat Feast.
I'd go Hawaiian because I'm psycho. I love fruit. I love sweet and savoury together. We look hot. Yeah, we are. Wow. I can't really see that us in the camera, but we are hot. We're definitely gonna have to have a we do leave our bedding upstairs at night, and it works really well because then I don't have to. I just make the bed and then it's there ready for us.
Oh yeah, there's people talking around us. At least if we get murdered, it'll be on live stream and then people will know what happened to us.
Yeah.
So this is when people ask the question, do you get scared about stuff? You've got to switch your brain off from thinking the worst, because it's probably two locals like just knocking around.
Yeah. They wouldn't be making noise if they were trying to murder us, I don't think. That's what I'm telling myself.
Did you keep the Alucard bed or get a new one made? We bought a 4-inch topper, memory foam topper off Amazon that was the right size for the hatch. And then we also bought some springs from Frolly. They're like plastic springs that just give you a bit of airflow and a bit more cushion underneath, and it's made for a really comfy bed. And
I'm really excited to get into bed.
What about ghosties?
Okay.
What did you say to watch? I've caught up on you guys. Mike OK is his channel. Mike space OK OK OKAY.
That hurt my brain.
Yeah, that was hard to say. How many miles will you travel? I actually don't know how many miles it takes to do the route that we're doing, but I'm guessing like 120,000 miles, something like that. Because people have asked us as well, like, why are we going so fast? And I don't think we're going that fast. We've been traveling for nearly 3 months now.
Your mum's watching.
Oh, hey up, mum. We've been traveling for 3 months now. We've done 6,000 miles. So times that by 20, that's 60 months. So that's 5 years. So yeah, I don't think we're traveling fast to get around the world in 4 years.
No, we're just making our way through. If there's things to see and do, we will do them. And that's, anything that we want to do anyway. That's the main thing. We are still doing this trip for, what we want to do and what brings us joy. So if there's stuff for us to do, we'll do it. And if there isn't, then if we're not interested, we'll carry on. Just the same way you would if you were planning your holiday for a week.
Yeah. What are your plans for tomorrow? Our current plans for tomorrow is wake up, make a coffee, and then figure out what we're doing for the day.
Wake up. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month tomorrow. Has anyone got an advent calendar? Let us know.
Whoa, Nemo. Legend.
Whoa. What the hell? I didn't even know that was...
I didn't even know you could do that. Absolute legend. Thanks for doing that.
Thank you. And yeah, people were saying, I think you can like the stream as well. I don't know if anyone's doing that. Give us a like. I don't know what this does, but this has just been fun anyway. We're so not used to this.
Have you got any siblings? I've got a little brother and a little sister. Martha's got a little brother.
Yes.
Not very little though. Mine's not got many years between us. Yours is a little brother.
6 years between us.
Yeah. Lewis, big up. Can you please do more vids? If we could, we would, honestly. Like, we're working to the max to get as much content out as possible. So I promise you, if we could, we would. Yeah.
And that's why we also like bringing out the longer episodes as well, is because I know it's only one video a week, but I really hope within that time you're really getting a good grasp of like what we're doing and a good chunk. It's like a TV episode.
Yeah. We could bring out 2 30-minute videos a week, but I feel like it just do it in one go.
Yeah, and I feel like you're really immersed within it then. And if you want to stop and come back to it, you can. Whereas on the 2 a week, it just works better for us to do 1 a week.
Have you named the Land Rover at all, or will you? Well, this is a long-standing topic, because my mum, in fact, came up with a great name. I thought I was explaining how at the start I was finding so many problems with the Defender, and I was so dubious about having one because of all of the stories that you hear about the problems that you have.
Yeah.
And I really had cold feet about this for a long time, and it took me a long time to start loving it, and it was up and down. I loved it, hated it, I loved it, hated it. And my mum said, why don't you call it Marmite? I thought that was brilliant. Like, I thought that was a brilliant name.
And it is, and the relationship has been like that, although not as much so now.
Yeah.
But Marmite is trademarked. It's a thing, you know, and if we ever wanted to do anything with the name of the Land Rover in the future, we can't. And I don't know, it just felt like you'd be talking about Marmite and then people were like, oh, what have you got the spread in the back, or you know, just didn't fully sit. Whereas I then came up with the idea, we've never really stuck with one, we just sort of call it the Landy or the whatever Defender, whereas with the name Jambo, which means hello in Swahili, and obviously we are in Africa, we're going to be going, we thought we'd be starting in East Africa, but we couldn't, and also obviously it's the same as Jammy Gits, Jambo, so I don't know, we've kind of not stuck with one.
I'd end up forgetting. Does it feel like doing the YouTube side of things, doing the YouTube side of things, or is it really fun? We wouldn't be doing it if it felt like work all the time. I don't think it feels like a dream doing what we're doing. Yeah,
honestly, vlogging is the actual filming side of it is the least pressure thing that we do. And just pick it up.
Obviously, there's work that comes with it. We've got to edit every week and blah, blah, blah. But the places that it's taking us, I wouldn't change a thing.
No.
Yeah. Are your siblings adventure people too? No. Short answer. They go places on holiday, but no. Where did you get the name? I've already explained that, sorry.
The bone is still on the roof. The bone is still there. We've not got it taken off as yet. To be honest, they wouldn't have been able to really see it at the border because it was pitch black everywhere.
Do you have a favourite African candy? Not really tried many sweets. We're not really that much sweet people. I'm hoping, because apparently you could they grow cocoa beans here, that we can get some nice chocolate with more chocolate than sweets.
I got a really cool one earlier. It was dark chocolate with like berries and crumble. Yeah.
Mitch, please grow your hair the same length as Martha. Mate, if I grew my hair the same length as Martha, you'd see my hair go like this for about 6 months, and then it would eventually start dropping.
Very straight hair.
My hair just grows out.
Very
I
straight
tried
hair.
to grow it the first time we ever went traveling, and I wore a cap for about 5 months. So I promise you, you're not missing anything.
What football team do you support? I suppose my family supports Stoke City. I don't support any, but I just know that Mum will say, your dad and Danny, my brother, have gone to Stoke. So then I know Stoke are playing, and then maybe I'll think about it later on in the day and check the score. But that's about it, just to then wind them up if they've lost. That's the only reason I will check the score of Stoke.
And then I've never really supported a team. I played football all of my childhood, but I don't know, having a Sunday league team just seems like too much of a commitment for me.
Can I send you a hot chocolate advent calendar? That is very sweet of you. But honestly, we could do our own because Mitch has bought that many hot chocolates in the other countries.
Where's the one that I bought today? Let me show you.
We've got so many.
I actually want to know if this is a good one, if anyone's ever tried it.
Let us know if anyone's seen this one. Mitch is genuinely going into the cupboard to get the hot chocolate out.
Oh, where is it?
My favourite type of tree is probably... Oh, I love a eucalyptus tree. I love the smell of eucalyptus. I said I would be a koala in another life. I also love pine trees because they're like Christmas trees.
You like pine more, I think.
I think so. I love the smell.
Anyone ever tried that one by Nestle's? Nestle?
That's from home, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big up Burton.
No, they're not just there.
Are they not? What do they do?
This is German on it.
Oh.
There's a lot of German imports here.
Oh, they lost yesterday. I didn't know that.
Who did?
Stoke, I think.
Oh, shame.
Oh, that's why Dad wasn't. He was chuffed he didn't go.
Oh. What are you reading?
Maybe you're like goat's cheese because you're the goat.
Who? You?
You.
I'm the goat.
Yeah.
Far from it.
I really love a Wensleydale and cranberry cheese, if I had to choose, because I like sweet and savoury.
Wensleydale and cranberry. What's my favourite cheese? So I'm weird.
You said I bet you'd like blue cheese.
Yeah. Well, I like blue cheese, but sometimes I try blue cheese and I don't really like it. And then another time I'll have blue cheese and it's not the best thing I've ever tasted. So I'm not that. I'm a bit weird where I don't like things that change, and I feel like blue cheese changes. Like fruit, I like nearly every fruit. I don't think there's a fruit that I don't like, but I hate that you can get a good fruit and a bad fruit, and you could have one orange and it'll be nice, and the next one be minging, and it stresses me out. Marmite infused cheddar, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be them. Yeah.
Has your warped handbrake disc problem gone away? No, it hasn't. It's still making the same noise, but I've sort of just accepted it that I know that noise now, and we'll wait to get it sorted another time.
Are you going to meet with the forward drive 24/7 when you go to Australia? How amazing would that be?
That would be the dream come true. If we could do a trip with them, that would be the sickest thing ever.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't even thought about that. That'd be sick.
Yeah. English mustard, English mustard with a beef Sunday roast.
I've got English mustard with us.
Have you?
Yeah, and gravy granules, but I really don't think. We also bought some instant mash earlier. I don't know if we said. We'll see how that goes. Maybe a Christmas dinner could be on the cards.
Mitch, would you swap it for a new Defender? Don't think you could do it with a new Defender. If the electronics went on it, you'd be screwed.
Chocolate digestives over bourbons.
Oh, chocolate digestives or bourbon? Chocolate digestive.
Yeah, come on. What are you watching now? Bake Off is finished. That is a good one because we have a few things on the go, and this can spark a debate between us. As I've already said, I'm very simple, and I like watching shows that I've already seen because I'm not okay. But Mitch tries to push me out of my comfort zone, and when he does, we've watched Game of Thrones, now one of my favourite TV series, or Breaking Bad. Took me a while to love it, but really loved it. So we've got a few that we started. We watched Better Call Saul. We've still got to finish that. Maybe I should tell you the one, that we need to finish. Better Call Saul. We also was watching Big Bang Theory whilst we were doing the build because it sort of would just switch your mind off at night, wouldn't it? It was a good thing for Mitch to watch before we went to bed. And we were going to then start What did Jess and John tell us to watch?
Oh, Summit Girls.
Riot Women.
Riot Women.
Riot Women. Apparently
Excellent.
that's good. And if anyone else has got any recommendations, I know Stranger Things has come out, but Mitch won't watch it until all the episodes are out.
Mitch looks like the guy off Breaking Bad. What, Hank? Good night, guys. Thank you so much for the stream. Night, mate.
Yeah, we will call it in a minute.
You think?
Yeah. I would like to have a hot drink and a shower.
Yeah, I think we need to have a shower.
Yeah.
Would Martha let Mitch cut his hair? Yeah.
I used to during the good old.
No, that's the other way around.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I used to cut Mitch's and it ended at arguments. I would happily let you cut my hair because I know you do a really good job because you're just annoying. Mitch is one of them people that can learn a sport in 10 minutes and then be really good at it or anything. Whereas I need someone to tell me about it about 6 times and let me sit there, think about it, and then I'll try and do it. And even then, Mitch will still be better.
Do you like Osmond? Osmond is the best navigation app, and I'll take that to my grave. Sorry, that isn't much.
Yeah, Osmond's our navigator.
Yeah, we use Osmond to navigate, like Google Maps and so on, and I think that's the best one for overlanding personally. There is a different way of adjusting your handbrake, not just the drum. Husband's words. Yeah, I've tried doing a few different things, but I think it's too far gone. I've had it backed off all the way so that the handbrake doesn't even come up and the pads still hit the disc in a certain part of the rotation. I think it's just warped that much.
We're not watching I'm a Celeb. No, Mitch likes watching stuff on TikTok, but that's about it. Of just clips of it. It's been almost 2 hours and I haven't seen you drink. And we wonder why we are dehydrated, everyone.
Yeah.
I was going to get a beer out, but...
Still have the bone on the front. Yeah, the bone's still on the front. And it's going to stay on there for as long as we can have it on there.
Yeah, it seems like a few people are heading off now. I don't even know the time, but it's been a lot of fun. And I feel like I have got a new favourite beer. I will just answer that. The one from here is really good, but it's only 1.something%. So that's probably why I like it. It's got lemon in it. It's really nice.
Favourite beer? I like a Bass.
It's not a beer, that's an ale.
Yes, that's a beer, you numpty.
I just like Desperado or anything fruity but beery. Or I'd have a lager lime. That'd be my go-to. It's 8:47 here in the UK. Thank you. Wait, 9:47 or 8:47?
No, it's 8:47.
2 people have said 2 different.
They're winding you up.
My watch is wrong. It says 9:48. So we're still on Moroccan time here.
But yeah, thank you for joining us for this.
Yeah,
I actually do
much.
think that we'll do this more often.
Definitely.
It has been fun. And we will come up with segments or something for the next one and not just like answer questions. We'll maybe do a show and tell or something.
Yeah, we can do all sorts.
Yeah.
My mind goes to food, but we can do something. We can do something.
We'll go live when we're making tea, and then we'll show like our night time, but in real time.
Yeah.
How does that sound? I bet that sounds really boring.
I don't know, but it's hard because it's also dark. It goes dark here now at about 6:30. So we've kind of been being in by that time. So hence the lights and set up as we are now, and why we haven't really moved because there's not much to show. But if it gets later, then we can show a bit more of where we are and everything like that. If we stick to this time of the day.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll call it there then. We'll have a shower.
Yes,
yeah,
that'd be nice. I don't know how we end this now, but thank you so much. And the video will be out next Sunday, 7 p.m. GMT UK time, and that'll just be taken off from what we've done since we've been in Senegal. So yeah, we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye.